I'm Pete Ledesma. I'm Becky's partner in the Book Frog. This is our bookstore that we started after our Borders went under.
Pete was the general manager of the Borders right here in PV, right here in this same mall. And Borders filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy and immediately announced the closure of a couple of hundred stores. The store up here was one of those.
So I have 16 years with the company, and Becky hit on, we were a lot of general manager experience. I was also a trainer.
And we started thinking about opening our own bookstore the second his store went into liquidation.
I love it. It's something I've done for the last 16 years of my life. It's what I love doing. And even though there were some dark days toward the end of the company when it was going out of business, I couldn't imagine any place else I want to be or anything else I want to do. Amazon sells books under my cost. They lose money. They don't make money when they sell printed books. They make money on dishwashers, blenders, things like that.
What we do have is we have me, who can talk to a customer and with a series of questions, real questions, not just what do you like, find out exactly what the customer wants and put that in their hands. And we have Pete, who is an expert in a whole other area of literature than I am. And we have Jackie, who knows all about music and books that are related to music, and Jen, who knows everything there is to know about urban fantasy and young adult. So we have us, we have the people, actual physical people, not algorithms.
The only reason that you would undersell and lose money when you sell a book is to gain market share. It's to drive smaller booksellers like us out of business. You see what already happened to Borders, major chain. But it's un-American, and really, they spent 20 years not paying any sales tax to build that business up. When you buy a book from me, that money stays in your community. So if you have a kid in school here, your kid goes to Peninsula High or Palos Verdes High, Rolling Hills, any of those, Chadwick, any of the schools around here, the money that we make goes back into the local taxes. When you buy it on Amazon, it's gone. And then the people that like having a bookstore, if you like coming in, you like browsing, you like discovering new things, price is your bottom line. You're going to come here one day and there's not going to be a bookstore. And that would be the biggest tragedy. I think that's one of the biggest, because people repeat that and they think that it's true.
We even see with the kids that there are a lot of kids. I've heard parents say to a kid, "Oh, we'll just get that for your Kindle," and the kids say, "No, I want the book, Mommy." So thankfully, although it's competition, I think there's hope. And if I may step away for one moment.
And remember, when you're downloading, you don't really own anything. You have the words. You don't actually own a copy of it. It's like buying a painting. Would you like a picture of that painting, or do you want the actual painting?
Publishers are doing a great job of stepping up to the challenge of having books a complete sensory experience. Penguin, for example, does a series of classics. This particular series is called Drop Caps. Beautiful cover designs. The E is for Eliot. It's Middlemarch by George Eliot. The beautiful dyed edges. Just it's a gorgeous object, and that's not even to mention what's inside of it.
The e-reader does not beat the experience of sitting in a great chair with a great drink and a great book in your hand. It doesn't beat it.
So, books aren't just the content inside.
Not just the words.
Not just the words, although the words are, what we love. Oh, sorry. We intend to spend fully half of that to stock the kids section, the kids and the intermediate and the young adult sections. And then we've got a couple of other sections. We want very much to build the graphic novel section, the history section.
We want to expand our card section. There used to be a Hallmark in the shopping center over, and they have since closed. So we've noticed there's a large demand in the area for cards. About 40% of what we do will be the fourth quarter or the last couple of months of the year. So we really need to make sure that you have to prepare for success. You need to have the titles in stock. We need to have a really good mix. And as I say, we opened up with only a third of the cash that we needed. And almost through our second year, we're starting to feel that we've grown about as much as we can with our particular cash flow now. For us to take that next step, we need to make we need to make a little push. We need to have an investment in capital, an investment in our inventory, really an investment in ourselves.
You know, a bookstore, I really think a bookstore gives so much to a community. When I think about the bookstores that I grew up with, and how important they were to me in my formative years, just going in and, browsing the shelves and talking to the booksellers and sometimes talking to other customers and finding things that I wouldn't have known about otherwise.
It's tragic if you don't have a bookstore in your community. A bookstore it's your community's brain. For anybody that thinks that they're going to get anything they want online is deluding themselves. This is the place that you come to be surprised.